So this is day 2 of our road to work. I have my little stand in the Jeep. I'm on a dirt road, so I still may have to hold you a little bit. So today, I think I would like to discuss patience on the homestead, which is kind of off of, you know, getting here, not knowing what you're doing, living tiny, which I'm not a tiny home person, and close quarters with loved ones. So if you are thinking about being a homesteader, or even living tiny, or working from home, think about these things and prioritize these things. Oops, hold on. There we go. So in our case, we moved off grid. We moved into a 16-foot camper at first, and then, so that was close quarters. I was working from home, 7 to 3 every day, Monday through Friday. It's perfect hours. But Dodge works on the homestead, and then he travels to Texas every week. So it becomes quite stressful. So patience needs to be something that you are open to learn quickly. I'm not a patient person, and neither is Dodge. When we want things, we want to do things right now, and I'm very OCD. So I am I don't even know how to say it because it doesn't compute in my brain that way. I don't even know the words, to be honest with you. I like things done a certain way, and I keep a calendar, let's be honest, washing outside in a little tiny washer or going to the laundromat sucks beyond compare. So, we will have a washer, and we will be able to put our freezer in our house, which is still in the box that we haven't been able to use because we live in 240 square feet. Our house is a hyper adobe earth bag. We do have the materials to do it. We don't have the fundage right now to get the gravel and the sand and the things that we need to do the foundation. We have the backhoe, which I can't imagine living where we do without that backhoe. That was probably one of the most important things we did. Sorry. Moving out here. And really, we watched YouTube for years and wondered how people did things without backhoes, and they rented tractors. So we bought a broken one. Dodge fixed it, and now we have a backhoe. He has cleared ground for the house, and we have a plan in place. We don't have the plan that he constructed in place. He already drew plans for a big house, was 3,000 square feet with a 40-foot inner courtyard and an atrium. We are not building that anymore because, to be honest, I'm 57 years old. I don't want to clean a 3,000 square foot house in the woods with Dodge and I and animals. Don't want to do it. And working 6 days a week. Don't want to do it. So we're building a smaller house. We still will have a courtyard, and if I can talk him into it, we'll still have an atrium. We're good with that. Also, a little bit of patience. Now, am I patient with the things that get done when I'm not at home? For the most part, yes. Is it things that can be controlled? Absolutely not. All of our weed eaters died at one time. All of our mowers died at one time. And it just kept raining. We live in 4 foot of grass. Is that safe? Probably not. Oh, sorry. Is that safe? Probably not. But we do what we gotta do. Am I patient with that? Oh, no, not at all. I want my little Works weed eater back, which that was the best thing ever. Dodge didn't like it, and a friend gave us a gas one, which works great. He just has to do some material things to it. It needs a carburetor and stuff like that. Can a weed eater do it all? No way. Absolutely not. There's no way in heck that can do that. Am I patient about the house? No. I want my hobbit house. Is Dodge patient about getting things done? No. That's why so many projects are started and we haven't finished. Because priorities, which is going to be another not in 240 square feet in the wintertime, which, although that may not be too bad, we did it last year. But we didn't have water all winter because it was frozen, so that's going to be a priority. Is Dodge patient about that? No. So that's what he's been working on. Also, the patience for the funding for the materials to do the addition. So my point here is, please make sure that you're aware of your patients, because they wear thin, they cause issues, they ruin relationships, and it's never a good thing not to have those. I would love in a million years to tell you this is easy, but I would be lying, and it's not easy. And sometimes it's not fun. Sometimes it's not fun at all. Sometimes it's wonderful. Sitting outside, looking at the harvest moon, that was incredible. Waking up to the birds, watching the fireflies or lightning bugs in the woods, incredible. The sunsets, some of the best you've ever seen. I take lots of pictures, so you've probably seen them. I don't know if I can get my point across for patients or not, because I don't have much. But I'm learning. I'm learning every day to take a breath. Think about the things that are the most important. And I've been told I'm a dramatic person, so I also have to keep that in mind. That I need to let it go. Patience on the homestead is one of the biggest things you will need to be a successful homesteader or farmer or anything, to be honest. We should all really make time to be patient in our lives. And I learn that every day. So if you have any tips, any tricks for patience, leave them in the comments, because this can be a full-blown discussion. Because honestly, without a little bit, none of us would survive. Honestly, none of us would survive. Especially in the way the world is today. what you think. If you think these videos are a good idea, or if not,